As Teamsters Union Convention delegates in Las Vegas tonight re-elected their just-indicted chief, Jackie Presser, to a new term. CBS News has been told Presser is facing still more legal troubles. John Blackstone reports.
It has all the trappings of an election, but none of the uncertainty. Bands, buttons, and banners, but no doubt who would be elected president of the largest union in the United States. Jackie Presser has the job in his pocket in spite of his Convention-Eve indictment on charges of embezzling union funds.
At this time, it is my extremely deep honor to nominate Jackie Presser for General President of the United States.
Presser has no problems with his union, but continuing problems with the law. Sources now say Presser and his lawyer and two more FBI agents are all under investigation in the alleged scheme to block Presser's indictment. And investigators in New York reportedly are examining the influence of organized crime in Presser's rise to the Teamster presidency. Presser did have one opponent in today's election, a man with no chance of winning.
I humbly accept the nomination. Thank you.
The Teamsters support their leaders no matter what.
The General President and Secretary are tops.
This convention gave Dave Beck a hero's welcome. He was Teamster president in the 1950s until he was sent to prison. And Jimmy Hoffa is fondly remembered, too. Delegates voted to keep Hoffa as Teamster's honorary president for life, although he's believed to have been murdered 11 years ago. A union that does not cast aside men who have spent time behind bars is not about to reject a leader just because he's been indicted. John Blackstone, CBS News, Las Vegas.
The American labor movement as a whole is struggling, just trying to hold its own. TWA flight attendants today voted on a new contract, hoping against hope to hold on to their jobs after their strike collapsed. Business correspondent Ray Britty looks at the troubles plaguing American unions.
Strike, their voices and fists raised in protest. TWA wants concessions that would cut flight attendants' pay and benefits more than 20%. But today, almost 11 weeks later, the flight attendants union caved in, its members voting on the company's terms. In fact, it appears TWA has broken the strike because most of the strikers have been replaced by non-union help.
What are your alternatives? You give in, you go away, you allow yourself to be replaced?
Whether it's airlines or steel or autos, some of the nation's biggest, toughest unions have had to give in. Now, it's not how much they can get for workers, it's how much they can hang on to.
We've hit a low point. There's no question about that.
In 1980, unions got wage increases averaging 9.5%, but that dropped to less than 2.3% in 1985, lower than the inflation rate. That's one reason union membership has been dropping to less than 19% of the workforce last year.
In tonight's Other Money Matters, the days of the automatic raise every time a contract comes up seem to be over. The government says that only a third of the union workers whose contracts have come up so far this year have had raises. More than half of them settled for wage freezes, and the rest actually took pay cuts, averaging about 10%.